So you know those days where you're technically supposed to be working, but you're just kind of doing this? Yeah, just blankly staring at the computer. I've totally been there, and those days really suck. If you're constantly doing tasks and you're falling behind, or you're just having a few too many blankly staring at the computer phases, I have a ridiculously simple structure that you can use right now that can help you stay focused even on your lowest energy days. If you're feeling excited about what I'm about to tell you, hit the like button. Have you ever done task switching before? So this is when you're doing one task, but something distracts you and you move on to another task. This was one of my biggest issues when I was struggling with productivity myself. And there's even research done on it from the Harvard Business School saying that this task switching, which is constant distractions, really impairs your cognitive abilities to get anything done. So even the smallest distraction can significantly double the time it takes to get a task done. It's not just our body being tired, it is mental fatigue, and it is so utterly exhausting. This is a symptom that we are working without a clear decision structure. First, I want to start off by saying, if you have really low energy, don't ever push through and force yourself to work. That's one of the worst things you can do. I am so apparent about not pushing through when you're tired, because it just makes things so much worse, and then it makes you feel worse. So if you are extremely tired, if you have absolutely no energy or mental capacity to handle any type of business stuff, I highly recommend that you just take a break. And that can be anything. I'm not saying a short break and go back to work. Take care of what you got to take care of. If you really need the rest, take a nap, make some good food, go for a walk, play with the dog, play with the kids, read a book, do something else that's not work. So I really want to stress this. Don't push yourself to work. Just do exactly what your body is telling you to do, which is rest. So if you really want to get things done, but your to-do list is just going crazy, I use this 3-box system that works even when I have very low energy days. I use this when I want to have less friction in my day, I want to conserve more energy, but I still get the things done that matter in my business. And the idea is so freaking simple. So I have one box for essential growth tasks. These are things that are moving my business forward. I have another box for supportive administrative tasks I have to do, and one is for optional or overflow tasks. And that's it. So if you have a low energy day, but that task list is there, take that task list and start putting the tasks into these 3 boxes. So it takes any messy to-do list, or when you're not sure what you should be doing that day, and it makes a very clear map on where you got to go and what needs to be done. And again, let's talk about the research. According to Stanford research, mental clarity and task framing can greatly reduce decision fatigue and also increase productivity by up to 25%, especially when routines are predictable. Now, here's a secret word: routine. Now, if you have kids or you don't have kids, you work with kids, I'm pretty sure everybody has heard about this. Kids love routines. Why are routines so important when you have kids? They cause less friction. It reduces the chance of tantrums. Now, it doesn't 100% get rid of friction or tantrums, but it greatly reduces it. Why? Because the kids have this idea, okay, I know exactly what's going to come up, and it reduces all that. But when we get older, we tend to throw out routine, or our routines kind of get, messed up. They're not growing with us. They're not changing with us. Or some of us may proudly be like, oh, routine. Routines are not nerdy or bad or show that you're weak or anything, but adults need routine too. And when we have those routines, it causes less stress, less friction, and reduces our chance of having our own tantrum. Having kids showed me how important routines are, even for me. So having this routine, this structure, allows me to know exactly what's happening before I open up my computer. And even when I wake up and there's a sudden low energy moment, maybe I'm sick, somebody else is sick, something has come up, I know exactly what's going to happen. And I know that this is plan B. If something happens, I'm going to be going to my plan B. So even that is routine. This is why systems and routines are so important as a business owner. Let me show you how I'm actually using this. Usually I do this once a week, but if my energy kind of dips unexpectedly, I will use it that day before I jump into anything that I work with. So in the growth box, I put any tasks that are going to require the most amount of focus and the most amount of my energy. So this is anything that's planning, preparing, creating, things like that. In the admin supportive tasks, this is anything that, needs to get done, but it's not that important. I can move that I'll move that to the next day, maybe to the next day, and do it then. These are tasks that I will choose first to kind of, maybe I'll do one and the rest get moved. And then in the overflow, these are tasks that are not that important. It's totally okay that I don't do them. So with these type of tasks, I tend to reserve a special day each week, special day each week for these tasks, and because they're so awful and boring. I will put them on a special day at a special time and knock them all out. So if I'm playing maybe I'm going to get them done earlier, but I don't have the energy to, I'll be like, you know what? Boop, we're just gonna get rid of those. Do I really need to do it on that day? Could I actually just not do it altogether? Probably. Then I'll delete it. You might be thinking, Jackie, this is just way too simple. I don't know. No, but that's the point. I am all about simplicity. Simple can be so much better than complex. Complex systems will most likely collapse in any sort of energy dip or your day gets flipped on over its head. Simple systems are much more easily adaptable and they flex with you. And in the Founders Club, I have found that people who use this system greatly reduce the amount of time that they are working each day. So you don't have to use this on a low energy day. You can use this every single day and reduce how much you're working. So if you're tired of feeling scattered and all over the place and you want to start running your business with more structure and clarity, definitely try this 3-box system today. But if you want to go deeper and actually reset the way that you approach working, I want to invite you to my 90-minute reset workshop. I'm going to show you how to create a simple, repeatable planning rhythm that is going to work with your natural energy flows every day and not with your time and not according to your calendar. And you walk away with more clarity, less stress, and a repeatable system that is going to work even on your lowest energy days. So grab the link below, or you can watch the next video in the playlist.